I'm blickety black, blacker than black, black. I'm blacker than black, yo, because I'm black and I'm back. Yo, I'm black and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black and I'm black.
Hey guys, if I do end up posting this because I wanted to do a sit down, I was just reflecting, I'm watching Heinz. This is like my little time where I kind of figure out what it is I want to do, not just in a creative sense, but in all senses. This video specifically for creative tips. That's what he's focusing on. And I was writing down, he said, be aware of your position and where you want to go. And I feel like a lot of times we stick to something because we think that's what we want or what we'll eventually end up liking, but we're really not committed to that thing, and we really don't want to go down that thing, but we do it anyways. And then when we get far in, like let's say I wanted to do pre-med, I end up in med school, and then I realize I don't want to do this anymore, and I already spent thousands of dollars in school. It's not good, like essentially all the time you spent studying and working hard, it's all, not that it's going to waste. You can use it for something else, but it's just you spent so much time chasing this one thing you thought you wanted when you weren't really sure. So it's like you want to know where you want to go, even if it's like little things, just experiment and stuff. Because like even me, like I'm very indecisive. Like I wanted to do psychology. I could have still done it, but then I was like, I don't think this is for me. Excuse me. So then I was like, public health, that might be the thing. And the thing is, like, I'm switching, and a lot of people might be like, why don't you just stick to one thing? I'm switching because, again, I don't want to be confined to just doing this one thing once I'm farther along the tracks. Like he said, climb the ladder that you're sure you want to go up so you don't have to climb back down. And I think that's really important. And it's something that I'm trying to work on, because I feel like in choosing majors, that's like a lifelong decision. You can always change. Like, you can't always change your major and whatnot. But the thing is, I'm a sophomore now, second semester sophomore. So I have to start figuring out what it is I want and where I'm headed. So that's why for now, I thought public health would be the best. Because I feel like all the majors I choose, there's one common denominator, and it's either helping minority groups or people in poverty, So I feel like at the end of the day, what I just want to focus on is giving back to the community, giving back to people in the best way I think I can do. I feel like with public health, I can implement policies, I can do different things like that so that people get the resources they need because they're in need. And then in the creative sense, I feel like with these videos, I'm experimenting. I don't want to confine myself to just one thing. I want to be able to explore and talk about different topics, or, be funny, show the different facets of my life, because I feel like that's what inspires people. It's like a spark. I'm not necessarily going to be like the most influential. Like I was saying, I'm not going to be the most influential person all the time. Like I'm just a 19-year-old girl or woman. But it may be something you say, or a phrase you say, or how you do something that may inspire someone to change the way they act, change the way they think, which will enable them to then go further and follow whatever they think their path is. And I feel like that's the journey everyone's going through. The more I'm in college, the more I'm here, I realize that I always thought, like I'm introverted. I want to make friends with people, but then I don't want to put into work. I don't want to go hang out. And it's like the amount of people I've texted throughout these past 2 weeks, people are feeling the exact same way. So it's like, I feel like all it takes is that one person to take that jump, so then other people can go about and doing the things they want to do, making the friends they want to make. That's just like an example. But I just think that's beautiful, like honestly, like how we all affect people, because it's really, we are a community. Knowingly or unknowingly, we're all a community. At least here in college, or creatives, or I don't know, nursing people, whatever it is you want to do, hair people. We're all in this bubble, right? And we feel like we're alone in this bubble. But it's like, you have to realize you're a little bubble inside a bigger bubble, and that there's other bubbles that also feel that same way, that you can talk to or connect to, so that you don't feel that way, or so that you can help them and they help you. You build community. But the first step, I feel like, for that to happen is you have to be willing to make some form of change, because if you stay stagnant, obviously that's not going to take you anywhere. And I feel like for me, definitely journaling has been able to allow me to pinpoint what things I need to work on And anxiety is the thing that always beats me down. And what I'm realizing is that people aren't bad. It's just my anxiety's telling me that people are bad. And the minute I started thinking that way, like the people I've interacted with or that I've made connections with, they're actually cool, genuine people. Of course, I'm not just gonna go make friends with everyone because I don't want 100 pennies. I want 4 quarters. Yeah, like I'd rather have a small group of value than a ton of people that, you know. So it's just interesting to me because it's like the minute I started putting my anxiety a little to the side or not letting it control me, you know, taking that leap, even though I was still anxious when I walked up to these people, I was still anxious when I DM'd these people, but it's just like that's the first step in me being able to liberate myself from feeling like I'm cornered in or I'm boxed in this, you know, corner where I'm not going to make any friends, it's going to be hard for me to network, it's going to be hard for me to do this, do that. So it's just like that was the first step for me, and I feel like I want other people to be able to find what that first step they need to take is so that they can do what they want to do. But then again, I don't know anything about anything, so you can listen to me or you cannot listen to me because like this is, you know, I'm just this is my experience. My experience is different from your experience, you feel me? And you may want to do a completely different journey that you won't have to do the same thing, so that's fine. I'm just saying whatever it is you're doing, you want to find what's stopping you if you feel like you're stagnant and fix that or fight that, or you know, just deal with that or ignore whatever is holding you back, you feel me? But yeah, I don't know, it's just like that's why I like watching Heinz, because I feel like that's how he helps me. I watch his YouTube videos and I start thinking about something, and then maybe someone might watch his videos and they don't understand what he's saying, but then someone else talks about what he's saying and they get what they're saying, you know? It's trickle down. It makes sense. Because like sometimes a person's mind will be sparked by someone else, you feel me? Not necessarily the same person, which I think is also interesting. I don't think I recorded an outro for the video, so this might be the outro. Anyways, thanks for watching. Again, I'm still getting the hang of this, I'm still learning. I definitely think I'm going to take my time and, you know, try to figure out what I really want to put in these videos, because like I also want to be funny, you know, I want to show the different facets I have. But I thought like this was just something that came to mind, and I was just sitting getting ready, and you know, I thought I'd share. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I don't know when the next video is going to get posted, so honestly just keep the notifications on, stay tuned, follow me on my Instagram, and y'all know, have a good day.